So to get into the Galapagos, you need to have a transit control card, which I think I filled out online, round trip ticket, travel insurance, I have that with Safety Wing, and then a combination reservation, which I will get from Metropolitan. So there was a free aisle, and they asked me if I wanted this window instead of being on the aisle. So excited. There are lobitos right there. Quick tour of the room. This is like a hotel room. Last time I was here, I stayed in a sailboat. This is very different. I actually need this because I have to do some work. And then the first thing I noticed was this. How cute is this? So the Galapagos is going, or is plastic free. And so they have little spots around here that you can fill up a bottle. And then we've got some hand sanitizer, cute mask that's nice and light, which is needed. You'll notice here too, I have a Wi-Fi. I don't usually do bathroom tours, but like, look how big this is. And then what I noticed too was, look at the shower. I think the first thing I'm gonna do is take a shower because those toiletries are amazing. We've only been on the boat a very short time, but I feel like we've done so much. So we arrived, saw the room, it was amazing. The shower was too good not to have a shower. And then I was a little bit late for our introduction where we just learned what we were going to do over the next few days, had time to do an evacuation drill, learn how to put on the life jacket, and now it's lunch and I'm starving, so I'm so glad. However, I didn't know lunch was gonna be like this. This is a 3-course lunch. So excited to start off with encebollado. It is one of my favorite Ecuadorian foods, one of the most traditional. It comes from the coast. It's with usually albacore tuna, lots of onion, yuca, and in a very flavorful broth. My favorite encebollado in Ecuador is actually in Guayaquil. And I don't know if this will hold up to it, but I am certainly looking forward to it because it smells amazing. It's really good. I did not expect it to be this good. I also really appreciate that they give it to you in a smaller bowl, just big enough before the main meal. I love yuca. Yuca, fish, soup. It's like the perfect combination. Okay, and finally for dessert, we have a maracuya or passion fruit mousse. It's with a chocolate crumble. I have to say it looks pretty amazing. Oh my god. This is the best thing. This is the best part of the meal. If only all desserts could be like this. I have about an hour break until we go for a hike. It's only a 1 hour hike, I think. But you do need closed-toed shoes, which I don't have. forgot to bring those. I'm just like always terribly prepared for these things. An hour to just chill out. It's so nice. Just so nice here. All right, everything's getting organized. Just went upstairs. The whole group got all of their snorkeling gear ready. So I didn't realize this. I was here in 2013 in May, and so they actually gave us wetsuits to wear. And let me tell you something, they're hard to put on. And they're super ugly to get off. Like, no one's looking good in one of those. Well, at least not me. But we got all of the like face mask gear, flippers, I guess that's what you call them, all those things. So we are going snorkeling tomorrow. I can't wait. And I'm really hoping for a sunny day. Because right now it's kind of gray, but I think that's normal for this time of year, that late afternoon. It gets kind of gray. That's fine. I just need blue skies, clear water for tomorrow. All right, first up, we are visiting South Plaza Island, and it's just a short ride from La Pinta. And what's really interesting about this place is it's volcanic rock, black volcanic rock, and then as you come up, you actually see these white rocks, and that's where the sea lions are. And they've turned white from the oil from the sea lions. So things that reach the water, they stay black, but once you get up into this white area, it's white because of sea lion oil. You've also got some white sand beaches, and then you've got almost this red moss on the ground, which I think they call Furlani. I'm gonna have to look that one up. Anyway, it's the first spot that we've seen sea lions, so everyone is really excited. I have a feeling we're gonna see some more. This is one of my favorite fruit. It's called tuna. Although not fishy, it's a cactus fruit. One of my favorite things about being in the Galapagos is you can see firsthand the impact that man has on nature. So we're here at South Plaza, and one side has tons of prickly pear cactus, and that means there are iguanas there, there's lots of wildlife there. However, just learned in the 1800s on another side, people brought goats, and they thought they were going to eat them, but they didn't. And so goats are a huge issue because they eat just like all of the vegetation, and they actually eat the cactus. And so the cactus are gone. Another thing that was brought was rats. Rats came with the settlers. And so what they're doing now is the park has 5 or 6 years ago decided to plant cactus seeds, and then they've got these little cages around them. They didn't plant actual trees because they want the cactus to actually have variations just as they would naturally. And they're only 5 or 6 years old and so tiny, but in 70 or 80 years, they will be just as big as these ones right here. And with that will come the wildlife. So the iguana almost take ownership of a cactus, and they wait for the fruit to drop. And once there are more cacti, they will start to move that way. So it's actually pretty cool to see, one, we really screwed up, but two, how we're trying to make it right. And these are all the cactus in cages. The cages help protect them from falling down and keep the rats out. And this was South Plaza. This was actually a really great start to this Galapagos cruise. I loved just going somewhere that was so different than everywhere else. Felt very arid, like a desert, all the cactus. And then, you know, you still got to see like some of the best Galapagos animals, like the sea lions and some birds. Oh, I can't wait until tomorrow. And I tell you where we're gonna go, except I'm gonna keep it a secret. However, I'm gonna release day 2 tomorrow. So come back to the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do and give this video a thumbs up. See you tomorrow.